How did you find it? Was it hard, or is that what you were expecting, or?
Yeah.
It was, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think you made any critical error?
The speed.
The speed?
Yeah.
When we did the turnaround maneuver, I said to you, turn around the car.
Yeah.
I did not say do a 3-point turn.
Yeah.
Do you know why I said that?
Yeah, because sometimes you do a 5-point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you should have done it at 5 points. So that's why I had to brake, because if I was gonna let you continue, you were gonna scratch the car.
Yeah.
So what I would like you to do, I would like you to turn around the car. Oh, you're not gonna make that. In this mock driving test video, we have Caitlyn, and she's going to be doing a mock driving test at Greenslopes driving test area. She has done driving lessons with another driving instructor, and she wants to know if she's ready to pass the actual practical driving test. Throughout this mock test, I'll point out things that Caitlyn does well before they happen. I will also point out minor driving errors and serious driving errors, commonly known as non-critical and critical driving errors. If you are new to our channel, consider subscribing for more driving related videos. We will first go through the pre-test questions and then the driving component of the mock test, which will also include 2 maneuvers and then feedback at the end. Let's begin. Okay, so this is gonna go on for maybe, let's say, 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And the rest of the drive, I'm just gonna, afterwards, I'll give you like some feedback.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many lessons have you had with instructors before?
I don't know. I did most of my lessons with an instructor.
Oh, most of your lessons. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Have you gone through the pre-test questions with your instructor yet?
No, but I've been watching the videos.
Oh, okay. But you know a little bit. Okay, that's good. So, if we're driving along the road and I'm not saying anything, okay, you just need to follow the road.
Yeah.
Or maybe you need to look out for road signs or maybe road markings. Okay, but otherwise I'm gonna be saying turn right, turn left. Okay. If you don't hear anything about the directions, something related to directions, you can ask me.
Okay.
But anything else, probably I'm not gonna help you out. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you maybe like 3 questions about the car.
Okay.
Do you wanna go ahead and start the car when you're ready, please? At the start of the mock test, I ask Caitlyn some pre-test questions and she answers them correctly. How do you turn on the front and the rear windscreen wipers? Okay, that's fine. With the front one, how do you turn them on so that they stay on? Okay, that's good. And then how do you turn on the headlights and high beams? Okay, that's fine. And how do you adjust the side mirrors?
This one here.
How do you do that?
It's different in my instructor's car.
Oh, okay, that's alright, that's fine.
Then he has the twist
one, okay. Is the mirror, the side mirrors, are they okay actually?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that's all the questions. Whenever you're ready, you can drive off. So we're gonna follow the road straight ahead. Caitlyn uses the correct procedure when moving off and also carries out good all-around observations before moving off. take the first road on your right. Good right turn. At the end of the street, turn left. Well done, leaving a safe gap between our car and parked vehicles. Good reaction to this approaching car. Also, Caitlyn does a good left turn. Good speed management on this road. Again, Caitlyn does well to leave a safe gap between our car and parked vehicles. Okay, you can pull over behind the white car. Just in this space here. Coming up is Caitlyn's first critical driving error. I asked Caitlyn to do a turnaround maneuver and the street is narrow. She starts the maneuver well, but on the third movement, she was going to mount the curb, so I had to intervene by braking. Alright, so what I would like you to do, I would like you to turn around the car. In this situation, it would have been best to reverse again and make it a 5-point turn. Caitlyn leaves a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. Good right turn. At the end of the street, turn left. Caitlyn does a good left turn. And then I'm gonna get you to take the second road on your right. Well done giving way to this oncoming vehicle. Also, Caitlyn does a good right turn. At the end of the street, turn right. Good road position on this narrow street. Good right turn. Here also Caitlyn does a good job leaving a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. Good left turn. At the end of the road, turn left. Again, Caitlyn does a good left turn. And then take the first right. This right turn is also good. Well done stopping at this stop sign. Again, Caitlyn does well to sufficiently stop at this stop sign. At the end of the road, turn left. Caitlyn does well to give way to these pedestrians as they had started walking. However, because it's a sudden stop, she should have checked the rear view mirror. Good left turn. At the traffic lights, you can go right. Correct lane choice for turning right. Good speed management on this road. I asked Caitlyn to change to the left lane and she does a good lane change. When safe to do so, change to the left lane. Good observations when going through this set of traffic lights. Good observations to the left when these 3 lanes form 2 lanes. At the traffic light coming up, we are going to go left. Correct lane choice for turning left. The speed limit on this road is 40 kilometers per hour. Caitlyn recognizes this and controls the speed well. So this roundabout we are going straight, but we're gonna take the first left. Correct lane choice for going straight at this roundabout. Also, Caitlyn does a good left turn after the roundabout. Take the first left. Good speed management on this road. Good stopping distance from the line at this set of traffic lights. Good observations when going through this set of traffic lights. At the traffic lights, turn right. Good stopping distance from the front car. So at these traffic lights we are going right, and then we're gonna be taking the first left at the traffic lights. Okay, so you might want to think about which lane you're gonna need. I asked Caitlyn to turn right at this set of traffic lights, followed by a left turn, which means that she needs to be in the far left lane after turning. She does well and chooses the correct lane. So going left, follow signs for M3. Correct lane choice for going to the motorway. When merging on the motorway, we have to build up our speed so that our speed matches the speed of the vehicles already on the motorway. Caitlyn builds up the speed very well and does a good merge. After merging on the motorway, Caitlyn manages the speed well. Good following distance from the front vehicle. Gonna be taking this exit coming up. Before exiting the motorway, Caitlyn does well to check the left side mirror and also to indicate left. The next set of traffic lights, we are going left. After exiting the motorway, Caitlyn gradually slows down, which is very good. I asked Caitlyn to turn left at the next set of traffic lights, which means that she needs to be in the left lane. She chooses the correct lane. Good speed management on this road. I asked Caitlyn to change to the left lane and she does a good lane change. When possible, change to the left lane. Good stopping distance from the front vehicle. These two lanes are about to form one lane. Caitlyn recognizes this and indicates, checks the mirror, and also does a shoulder check. Good left turn. Well done, leaving a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. At the end of the road, turn right. Coming up is Caitlyn's second critical driving error. We are approaching a stop sign and Caitlyn only does a quick pause and turns straight away, which means that she did not sufficiently stop. This is a critical driving error. Well done leaving a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. At the roundabout, you can make a U-turn. Good U-turn at the roundabout. Then take the first right. You can go right. Good right turn. Okay, so see this car parked on the left. You can do a reverse parallel park behind it. Well done indicating before stopping. Before starting a reverse parallel park, Caitlyn puts the car in reverse, checks the mirror, but does not do any shoulder check to the right, which is a non-critical driving error. She does a good reverse parallel park and carries out observations throughout the maneuver. She also finishes off at the correct distance from the curb. However, she was a little bit too far from the front car, which is a non-critical driving error. When you're ready, you can move off. After finishing the reverse parallel park, Caitlyn moves off very well by indicating, checking the mirror, and also doing a shoulder check to the right. Take the first street on your left. Good left turn. Good speed management on this road. At this intersection coming up, you can turn right. This time, Caitlyn sufficiently stopped at the stop sign. She also does a good right turn. At the end of the street, make a U-turn. I asked Caitlyn to do a U-turn at the T intersection, and she does a very good U-turn. Intersection coming up, you can go right.
Right.
Yep. At this intersection, Caitlyn does well to sufficiently stop at the stop sign. She also does well to wait for the white car because it was a little bit hard to tell where it was going. This is a good sign of safe driving. Good speed management on this winding road. Also, Caitlyn does well to leave a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. And then go right at this intersection. Good right turn at the traffic lights. Coming up, Caitlyn makes two critical driving errors in a space of a few seconds. First, I ask her to change to the left lane and she changes lane in the middle of traffic lights. After changing lane, she goes over the 60 km/h speed limit, so I had to ask her to slow down. When possible, change to the left lane. Correct decision to stop when the traffic lights change to amber. Good observations at this set of traffic lights. When possible, change back to the right lane. I asked Caitlyn to change back to the right lane and there is a car in the blind spot. She does well to wait. After the car passes, she does well to change to the right lane. I actually wanted her to turn right at this set of traffic lights, but because it was too late, I had to ask her to change back to the left lane and take another route. This will be okay in the practical driving test. She does these two-lane changes very well. Okay, you can change again to the left lane, middle lane first, then we're gonna change to the left lane, and then we're gonna go left at this traffic light. Good left turn. Good observations before turning left. And then at the end of the street, turn left. Well done leaving a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. Good left turn. Again, Caitlyn does well to leave a safe gap between our vehicle and parked vehicles. Left turn at the end. So when we turn left, we want to stay in the left lane. If you can stay in the left lane for me. Good left turn. Just stay in the left lane, and then you can use this lane to go right. Right, and then take the next slip lane on the left. So you can get into the left lane and then we're gonna go left. Well done carrying out observations at this slip lane. So you can stop behind that van to pull over on the lane. We've come to the end of this mock test and it's now time for feedback. Just give me a few minutes or so. All right, that's the end of the mock test. Let's go through some of these feedbacks. So what do you think? How do you think you went?
Alright, yeah.
Alright. Is there anything? How did you find it? Was it hard, or is that what you were expecting, or?
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you made any critical error?
The speed.
The speed? Yeah. Just the speed?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm gonna quickly go through this. You actually have two of them. I'm very sure one of them you really need to be careful a little bit. It's actually three. Okay, we'll make it three because you're gonna go for the test. You really need to show that you can follow the rules properly, okay? So when we did the turnaround maneuver, I said to you turn around the car.
Yeah.
I did not say do a 3.10.
Yeah.
Okay, you know why I say that?
Yeah, but sometimes you do a 5 point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you should have done it at 5 point. So that's why I had to brake, because if I was gonna let you continue, you were gonna scratch the car.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you should have done there, you should have just reversed and then do another one. So it would have been 5 points.
Okay.
It's actually possible to do a 3.10 there, but you really need to be going very slow.
Yeah.
Maybe do extra steering as well when you're approaching the curb. Yeah, so that turnaround.
Yeah.
And yes, the speed. So yeah, when you are multitasking, changing lanes. Actually, there is 4. So are you allowed to change lane at traffic lights?
No.
Yeah. So when you started your lane, you hadn't passed the traffic lights.
Yeah.
So you need to pass the traffic lights and then change lane. Okay. But when you started, the back of the car was still like inside the traffic lights. So yeah, that's what makes it a critical error. Now the other one. So here you are coming to the end of the street.
Yeah.
T intersection.
Yeah.
And there is a bit of an island here with a sign here which says keep left.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Now that's not a big deal. And then here there is a solid line.
Okay.
So with solid line, what does that mean?
You can't cross it.
Stop sign, isn't it?
Yeah, stop sign, yeah.
So what did your instructor tell you about stop signs? What did they say?
They say to stop just before the line and then look.
Did they give you any idea how long you should stop?
Like 3 seconds.
Yeah, use that 3 seconds. 3 seconds is actually not a rule. It's not a road rule. It's just as instructors we tell people stop for 3 seconds, because we know if I'm just gonna tell you stop, you're just gonna pause and go, but that doesn't count as stopping.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the other critical error is this one of the stop sign you literally like stop and then you left straight away. Okay. Also, when you are stopping, make sure that you stop with the vehicle behind the solid line first. So the front of the car. After you done your like around 3 seconds, so maybe you can even say 1001, 1002, 1003. That's one of the technique that some people kind of use. Whatever technique you use, but just around 2-3 seconds at least. Okay. After you've done your stopping and there is poor visibility, you are allowed to creep forward and pass the line. But the first thing you need to obey that stop sign first. Okay. So usually most of these very easy to fix, like the stop sign, very easy. Speed should be easy to fix. You're changing lanes again, that's very easy to fix. And even that first one, like if you had stopped and reversed again, there wouldn't have been any problem. All right. Now, when we talk about the non-critical ones, again, it's just a stop sign. The first stop sign we go to, you stopped with the car a little bit too far forward. So remember, the front of the car stop behind the line. After you've done your stopping, you can then creep forward. And then the second one was when you stopped for those pedestrians. That was actually very good. Because they had kind of like started to move, you saw them, you stopped. But then because you did a last minute stop, what do you think you should have done there?
Check behind me.
Yeah, because that's kind of like a sudden stop. So you should be checking your rear view mirror. And then your reverse parallel park, it was actually you finished. Like the distance from the cable was good, but then like where you stopped, someone can almost fit another car. So a little bit too far. You don't want to like stop too far, because remember, if you're doing a reverse park, there may be someone else behind you. Okay, so probably what you could have done there, you should have like moved forward a little bit, just to leave about 1.5 meters from the car, the car in front of you, not 5 meters. Also, when you did this, your reverse parallel park, you stopped, you put the car in reverse, you checked your mirrors, you looked behind. What else should you do?
Shoulder check.
Yeah, so you missed the shoulder check to the right. So you have the car here. You check your side mirror, rear view mirror, check the blind spot. And then check behind. Okay, but it was pretty good. These are non-critical errors, so you're finishing off too far in the shoulder check. Also, maybe one of the 10 you approached it a little bit too fast.
I noticed that.
Okay. Any questions?
No.
No questions. Okay. Yeah, these are easy to fix. And if you hadn't done any of the critical errors, you'd have had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-criticals. Okay, which would be a pass, but these criticals you have to fix: speed, changing lanes, and then stop sign. Okay. Anyway, I'll give you this one. All right. Good luck with your test.